Right now, 3 adults and 3 kids found dead inside a rural Necedah home following a fire. We'll tell you what investigators know tonight. Plus, with the holiday week here, some important safety reminders if you find yourself celebrating the 4th on the water. And the U.S. Supreme Court hands down a blockbuster ruling on presidential immunity, how it impacts the criminal cases against former President Trump. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Thanks for staying with us at 5. Eric is off this week. A tragedy over the weekend in Juneau County. 6 people, 3 adults and 3 children were killed in a house fire in rural Necedah. News 3's Maddie Himes joins us in studio with what investigators are sharing. Maddie?
That's right, Susan. 3 adults and 3 children dead, but according to neighbors on the scene, about a dozen people made it out of the home safely. It all happened on Morrow's Mile Road at about 2:30 Sunday morning. Fire crews spent 3 hours actively combating the fire and remained on scene most of the day.
The woods behind you were all just orange, and the sky was orange. It was already totally engulfed pretty quickly.
Neighbors tell me a large family was renting the house as an Airbnb. Necedah community members organized meal delivery for the family on social media. The Salvation Army is also on scene providing assistance. Investigators believe the cause of the fire was accidental, but the investigation is still ongoing.
We will continue to follow it. Very sad story. Maddie, thank you. Well, we started the day with sunshine, but some big changes are coming to the first warned forecast in the form of rain, and a lot of it. Chief Meteorologist Alex Harrington is out on the weather patio with the details. Alex?
Yeah, Susan, we've got high, thin cirrus clouds. We're talking about that transition, the change that's on the way. You can see it right now looking at these cirrus clouds. These are those feathery white clouds that you see way high up in the sky. As they move in from the west, that is the leading edge, so to speak, of this weather system that's going to bring anywhere between 1 to 3 inches of rainfall across much of southern Wisconsin. That's what has the first warned weather team's attention. There could be a strong storm or two here in the next 24 hours, but it's the water that has our greatest concern because of wet soils, ongoing flooding across southern Wisconsin. We have heard from folks on social media. I even just took a trip west along Highway 14 and got to see the Black Earth Creek and the Mounds Creek not too long ago. Very swollen streams across southern Wisconsin, and adding any additional water is certainly not going to be good. That's why we have alert day conditions that we're highlighting to expect to develop overnight tonight, lasting through Tuesday night for heavy rain. A strong storm or two cannot be ruled out, but it's the rain that is the biggest concern. Already raining in central Iowa. That's going to be moving off to the east. By the time we get to midnight, it'll be nearing the Mississippi River. By the time you join Savannah tomorrow morning, it will be raining quite heavily, and some thunderstorms in some parts of southern Wisconsin already by Tuesday morning. And that's just a hint of things to come. But the nice stuff first. I could be out here in a suit jacket and be totally comfortable with temperatures in the lower 70s. We've got 74 and a 73 battle across Dane County. Gorgeous evening tonight, but the rain showers will be on the way by early Tuesday morning. We'll track just how much rain you can expect hour by hour and watch those storms on Future Track in a few minutes.
All right, Alex, thank you. With a nice 4th of July in the forecast, more boaters are expected to be on Wisconsin's waterways. Our Ellie La Liberté is live at Lake Wingara tonight with how you can stay safe for the holiday. Ellie?
Yeah, Susan, the things that people were telling me today is that this is the most important thing for getting out on the water, a life jacket. But there are also other ways to stay safe. Ready to go out on the boat.
Summer Jaworski grew up on the lake.
We live right over by the lake here, and we're down here a lot.
Now she's passing down the love of water to her kids.
All 3 of my kids have been out within like the first weeks of their lives out on the water.
But safety is a big priority for Summer and Madison boats owner Tyler Leeper.
And it's something that we focus on every single day of our season. In fact, well before the season even starts.
But the biggest safety tip?
Life jackets, life jackets, life jackets. You know, we've last season we've had 28 boating fatalities. 27 of them were directly related to life jackets.
Something Summer takes seriously.
You want to get your life jacket on?
As soon as they've been able to actually move, They have been wearing life jackets down here by the lake.
The Department of Natural Resources says it's important to have boat lights, a designated driver, and be mindful that high waters will change conditions.
And just really slow down and really be observant when you're operating your boat.
The water is always a potential place for danger. That being said, it's also a great place to be able to connect with friends, family, have those incredible summertime memories.
For Summers family, safety helps create those memories.
That's the only way that you can kind of be ahead of the things and be a little more relaxed when it comes to being prepared for a fun day out in the lake.
As we approach the 4th of July, the DNR reminds boaters to be patient on congested waterways. For now, live at Lake Wingra, Ellie La Liberté, News 3 Now.
Thank you, Ellie. The Dodge County Sheriff's Office is also participating in Operation Dry Water from the 4th to the 6th. The goal is to educate boaters on the importance of sober boating. A 31-year-old woman was taken to jail Saturday night after police say she attempted to punch a bar employee after being asked to leave. Officers were called to a bar in the 110 block of West Main Street at 9:15 that night. Employees told them the woman was drunk, disruptive, and was shouting at customers. Police say she had left on her own once before, but returned and tried to punch an employee when being escorted out. The woman was arrested for disorderly conduct, attempted battery, and resisting arrest. Madison police on Saturday also arrested a 21-year-old Iowa man who they say was driving drunk and had a gun in the car. Officers found the gun after responding to a car crash at Highway 30 and East Wash Saturday afternoon. The man got out of the vehicle and met with officers. They say he showed signs of being intoxicated. Open containers of alcohol were also found in the vehicle. Turning now nationally, where the Supreme Court ruled former presidents are immune from criminal prosecution for their official conduct, but not for unofficial acts. Former President Trump is hailing that decision on presidential immunity. Nicole Skenga has the details.
The Supreme Court issued a landmark decision on presidential immunity in a case that directly affects former President Trump. In a 6-3 ruling, the conservative majority divided presidential conduct into 3 categories. Official acts that are part of the president's core constitutional powers, for which the president has absolute immunity. Other official acts outside the president's exclusive authority have presumptive immunity, and there is no immunity for unofficial acts.
On the majority side, they, I think, very legitimately were concerned about the threat of future presidents possibly being prosecuted.
The ruling affects special counsel Jack Smith's prosecution of Trump for his alleged efforts in the overturning of the 2020 election results. The case now goes back to the lower court.
He's going to take a big scissors to the indictment, and he's going to cut out any counts that relate or could be even close to relating to official acts.
In a scathing dissent, Justice Sonia Sotomayor warned the ruling insulates the commander-in-chief from criminal prosecution, no matter how he uses his official powers, even if it's for an assassination, military coup, or a bribe.
I think the lens she was coming from is no person is above the law.
Chief Justice John Roberts wrote in his majority opinion that no president is above the law, and the court ultimately rejected Trump's argument that he has absolute immunity unless impeached by the House and convicted by the Senate.
With just over 4 months until the presidential election, Monday's ruling makes it highly unlikely Trump will face trial in the election interference case before then. Nicole Skenga, CBS News, the Supreme Court.
Steve Bannon, a former White House strategist for former President Trump, began a 4-month prison sentence earlier today, reporting to a prison in Connecticut. He was convicted for not complying with the now defunct House Select Committee that investigated the January 6th Capitol attacks. Last week, the Supreme Court denied a long-shot effort by Bannon to avoid reporting to prison while appealing the conviction.
I am proud to go to prison. if this is what it takes to stand up to tyranny, if this is what it takes to stand up to the Garland, corrupt, criminal DOJ, if this is what it takes to stand up to Nancy Pelosi, if this is what it takes to stand up to Joe Biden, I'm proud to do it.
The prison in Connecticut is a low-security corrections facility with less than 1,200 inmates. Well, never a dull moment in Wisconsin Dells over the summer. Still ahead at 5, one tourist attraction there is marking 25 years of bringing in the crowds. A look at one of the most popular attractions in the Dells that is not an amusement or water park. Light trading on Wall Street ahead of the 4th of July holiday. The Dow was up 50 points. The Nasdaq soared nearly 147. The S&P gained 14. We'll be right back.
Wow, Wayne, that is a beautiful window.
It sure is, Jeff. It really tackles energy efficiency.
Sure has a nice slide.
It's one of the best screenplays I've ever seen.
They're so easy to close. I'd say it's a grand slam.
If you guys keep making those dad jokes, you're gonna be a real pain in my neck.
Oh, that's a good one. Did you hear about this one, 5?
Get as low as $18 per window and $81 per patio door per month. Visit PellaWI.com today.
We're a family-owned farm. With all the deliveries we make to stores and restaurants, when gas prices go up, we get hit pretty hard. We all know these big oil companies make huge profits off us. And I just think, how many guys like me do they have to screw over to make money? When I heard about President Biden's plan to crack down on big oil companies, I thought, okay, thank God. Because it's about damn time big oil companies started paying their fair share.
Want to instantly look more attractive and years younger? The solution is whiter teeth. But you love coffee and tea, maybe even wine or smoking, and all of them stain your teeth and make them yellow. It's time you discovered Power Swabs, the fast 5-minute revolutionary treatment.
The first time I tried it, I was so surprised. My husband was so excited that he wanted to run out and get it. He said, "What have you been trying?" I said, "Well, I've tried this product called Power Swab." And he said, "I can't believe how white your teeth are." From that point on, I've been sold.
Power Swabs are guaranteed to whiten your teeth up to 2 shades after the first application. After 5-minute daily treatments for the next week, your teeth will be an average of 6 shades whiter. Power Swabs will whiten natural teeth and remove stains from veneers, bonding, caps, and crowns.
This is a Power Swab smile.
This is a Power Swab smile.
Call, go online, or scan the code on your screen right now to receive 50% off this 4th of July. You'll also receive the Power Swab Stain Out Quick Stick, absolutely free. And in addition, you will get free shipping.
Make summer unforgettable with help from Menards. Whether you're soaking up the sun or relaxing indoors, we have what you need to get you ready for summer fun. From creating the perfect place to entertain family and friends to stocking up on your favorite summer essentials, Menards is your one-stop shop for your next summer adventure. Check out all the hot deals happening now.
Save big money at Menards.
A tragedy in Necedah, 6 lives lost in a devastating house fire. We have the latest from the ongoing investigation.
A beloved boating spot has lost its landmark. See what people think about the Gilligan's Island tree falling and whether or not it's going to affect the 4th of July festivities.
From damaging drought to catastrophic flooding and severe storms in every season, the News 3 Now First Warn Weather Team gives you a deeper understanding of Wisconsin's ever-changing weather with special reports that go beyond the barometer. Only on News 3 Now. You're watching News 3 Now at 5. Moving forward.
If you're looking for work in Rock County, a job fair will be happening later this month at the Beloit Public Library. It's about 2.5 weeks away, Wednesday, July 17th, from 1 to 3 in the library's community room. More than 20 registered employers from the Rock County area will attend. The Southwest Wisconsin Workforce Development Board says there are more than 275 reported jobs needing to be filled. Resources at the library, such as computers, will help applicants submit applications and print resumes right on site. Staying in Beloit, where the school district there today announced several renovation projects for the summer, most of which are happening at Beloit Memorial High School. A $5 million HVAC renovation will take place. It's expected to be done sometime next month. It includes air conditioning and boiler updates, as well as better climate control throughout most of the building. There will also be renovations done at Hackett Elementary School to fix a leaky roof. Well, cases of COVID are on the rise across the country. Although individual cases are no longer being counted, the CDC says infections are growing or likely growing in 43 states, including Wisconsin. The Wisconsin Department of Health Services says overall respiratory illnesses are low. However, COVID is increasing and spreading.
Virtually all of us have had some experience with COVID in the past, whether through infection or vaccination or both. So what we call our population immunity is much better, so there are fewer severe diseases.
Updated COVID vaccines will be available from Moderna, Novavax, and Pfizer later this year. The CDC recommends everyone 6 months and older should get vaccinated. The agency says last year more than 75,000 Americans died from COVID and more than 900,000 were hospitalized. Well, the summer tourism season is underway in Wisconsin Dells, and this summer, magician Rick Wilcox is celebrating a quarter century of his theater drawing crowds. Political reporter Will Keneally has more from the Dells.
We generally think of the Wisconsin Dells as the water park capital of the world, but after 25 years here, Rick Wilcox is one of the town's biggest attractions. And those who know him say it's for a reason.
Everybody's constantly building, adding more hotels, and
a lot has changed since Rick and Susan Wilcox first opened their theater in 1999. After 25 years, they still love it.
Is the eclipse illusion, which you saw on the stage. We created that along with another magician, and it's been very successful. It's a great trick. But we're always working on something.
We got a behind-the-scenes tour of their theater with the state's tourism secretary and Congressman Mark Pocan. They both presented commendations to the couple to mark the anniversary.
Wow, look at that.
It's been an incredible couple of years for Wisconsin tourism. That's doing a lot to power our communities and our state, and it's places like the Rick Wilcox Show that are fueling that growth.
And it's actually a personal reunion for Pocan.
I've known Rick for many years, since high school actually, but watched his career and watched the real success he's had up in the Dells.
We do it for us, you know, because we love to work on new illusions.
Now, there's an open question, certainly, about how Wisconsin's tourism industry has been recovering post-pandemic. Now, the state's tourism secretary tells us that Wisconsin has recorded pretty record years, both in 2022 and 2023. Now, reporting from the Wisconsin Dells, Will Keneally, News 3 Now.
Well done, Will. Love that. Well, with rain in the forecast, that might be a fun thing to do. Head to the Dells and go see a magic show, Alex, because a lot of rain is on the way.
Yeah, absolutely, Susan. My mic was coming off there because I got laughing at Will's outro there, so we'll enter the scene here. Now, you got to have a mic so I could do the forecast. But yeah, we will have some shower and storm activity on the 4th of July and going into Friday. So if you have outdoor activities, well, might be not a bad idea to have an indoor activity planned as well. Also going to want that indoor activity planned for going into Tuesday as well, because it looks like widespread showers and thunderstorms are expected. With all the recent rain that we've had, the flooding concerns, saturated soils, any heavy rain could cause an acceleration of the flooding conditions across southern Wisconsin. Let's take a little trip out to Waterloo over towards Cedar Rapids near Des Moines. Showers and a clap or two of thunder are already starting to develop, and that's going to be rapidly moving off towards the north and towards the east. As we approach that 10, 11 o'clock hour, we could be seeing a couple of showers approaching the Mississippi River, but that's not the main event. The good stuff first. Just was out on the patio. I could have this suit jacket on, 74. It's a dry 74. It's not humid, not yet. Will turn humid, though, on Tuesday. So it's gorgeous. Get outside. Enjoy tonight as much as you can. The activities you do this evening, you're probably not going to be able to do those Tuesday evening. 73 in Verona, 75 in Wanakee, 74 in Sauk City, and we'll repeat the 74 in Sun Prairie. Planning the rest of your night tonight, here we see the shower and storm chances increase by the time we get towards 5 o'clock in the morning in the Madison area. North and west of Madison, you will start to see these showers and these thunderstorms before that 2, 3, 4 o'clock time frame. In fact, by 2 o'clock, showers and a few storms entering Vernon County, Juneau and Adams County, quickly sweeping across the rest of southern Wisconsin. Could be looking at some lightning will be a hazard from these storms. Not expecting severe weather with this bout of showers and thunderstorms Tuesday morning. Some gusty winds that might be sub-severe, 30, 40-mile-per-hour winds not out of the question as well. Brief break, then we see redevelopment of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon hours, possibly seeing training, meaning storm after storm after storm setting up somewhere across southern Wisconsin. Where that sets up, we could be looking at locally heavier amounts, widespread 1 to 3 inches of rain, perhaps an isolated 3-inch plus band setting up somewhere in southern Wisconsin where we get that training event is a potential. Severe weather threat is low across the area, and the reason why we have all those showers, all those storms, it doesn't allow us to heat up for widespread severe weather. That doesn't mean that we still can't get heavy rain, and with the ongoing flooding and wet soil as our bottom line, any bit of rain, 1 to 3 inch plus amounts will certainly cause that potential for flooding in southern Wisconsin with that severe weather threat, the good news being low. More shower and storm chances as we head towards the holiday, Thursday going on into Friday. As we head into the following weekend, we also could be looking at some shower and storm activity as well. Temperatures staying about where they should be for this time of year. Taking a look at our traffic, this is one of the best traffic scenes I've seen in a while. Approaching 60 miles per hour, 12 eastbound and westbound. That looks great. Let's see what's going on down on 39 north and south. Good clip, 70 to 75 miles per hour and 70 miles per hour up towards the Dells. Heads up, Susan, for tomorrow. You're not going to have the windows open. It's going to be a pretty rainy scene across southern Wisconsin.
Good to know, Alex. Good to be prepared. Speaking of traffic, still ahead at 5. If you're traveling for the 4th of July, you are far from alone. A look at the expected record-setting number of travelers heading to our airports.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
I had no idea laughter could be a part of my healing after Joe died. But with a Grace's grief support, I found hope, friends, and the strength to move forward.
A Grace, caring every step of the way.
With Sweeto Metal Roofing, you get quality metal roofs installed by the best in the business. A metal roof means no fading, no storm repairs, true sustainability, and lower energy bills.
Sweeto Metal Roofing, the last roof you'll ever need.
It's Red, White, and Bargains during Hy-Vee's 4-day sale this Monday through Thursday. 6-pack bottles of Pepsi products, just $2.99 each when you buy 4. Whole seedless watermelon, just $3.98 each. Fresh ground chuck, just $3.98 a pound. Ritz crackers or Chips Ahoy cookies, just $1.99. Our special recipe brats or patties, 10 for just $10. And Lay's kettle cooked rolled gold or munchies, just $1.99 each when you buy 4. Monday through Thursday, only at Hy-Vee.
Senator Baldwin says I'm not from Wisconsin. But this was my childhood home. Graduated East High. Became a Badger in '86, where I've had my company for over 20 years.
And this is where we live. It's our family home.
I'm a 4th-generation Wisconsinite. It made me who I am. If Senator Baldwin's not going to be honest with you about where I'm from, what makes you think she'll be honest with you about anything? I'm Eric Hovde, and I approve this message.
It's Empire Today's biggest sale, the 50-50-50 sale. 50% off carpet and flooring, 50% off padding and materials, and 50% off installation. That's right, half off your entire project. You can save thousands. Empire's 50-50-50 sale won't last long. Don't miss 50% off carpet and flooring, 50% off padding and materials, and 50% off installation.
800-588-2300 Empire.
Today.
I'm so happy. I just put this dress on that I haven't worn in over 10 years.
This summer, feel confident from head to toe with Sonobello Permanent Fat Removal and get summer body ready in just one visit.
I saw the results immediately.
It's the best I have felt since I was in my 20s.
My waist is tiny. I'm very, very happy.
I'm nearly 50, y'all. And my abs haven't been this flat since before I had kids.
For a limited time, take advantage of Sono Bello's biggest sale of the year. Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells for good on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It will change your life. It did for me.
I can't wait till the summertime hit. Hot Mom Summer, here I come.
Call 1-800-905-6520 now or go to sonobello.com to claim special pricing.
You're watching News 3 Now at 5.
It's going to be a very busy week for travel across America's airports. This is a live look right now at the airport in St. Louis as millions of Americans get ready to hop a plane for the 4th of July holiday. That's a pretty shot. In fact, AAA is predicting that a record number of people to not only travel by plane, but to drive. Jared Hill shows us how passengers are coping.
Daniela and William Miramontes are heading to Maine for the 4th, and this trip is extra special because they're also celebrating their son's birthday. He was born a year ago, premature.
Weighing 1.5 pounds, so he was very, very small. He fit in the palm of our hands, so we're very excited to be able to celebrate his big milestone in 1 year.
Airports are expecting a crush of travelers in the coming days. One reason why, ticket prices are down 18% from last year, according to the travel site Hopper.
You know, we got a pretty good deal. We booked somewhat last minute, but it wasn't too bad.
From Thursday to Sunday, the TSA screened more than 11.3 million people. That's a 5.3% increase from last year.
As an agency nationwide, we are going to be extremely busy for the summer. Okay, we are seeing record numbers since the pandemic.
There could be a record number of drivers on the road as well. AAA predicts more than 60 million people will drive 50 miles or more for the holiday.
What we're seeing is that people are going to go on their trips no matter what. And especially this summer, we're seeing the numbers even bigger than last summer, which was also a record-setting summer.
AAA says the worst traffic in metro areas will be on Wednesday, July 3rd and Sunday, July 7th as travelers head home. Jared Hill, CBS News, New York.
Stay with us. We'll get a final check of your first warn forecast when we come back.
What's up? You need some windows?
Hum. Oh, you need windows. Yes, you do.
Hey folks, you call the experts? Increase your curb appeal and save big this summer with free installation on windows, siding, doors, and roofing. Plus, no interest for 5 years. And we'll get it done Feldco fast. Free installation ends soon. Call now.
Call 866 for Feldco. This is where all your dreams come true. You are the Moulin Rouge!
Madison's most spectacular night out is Moulin Rouge, the musical. Winner of 10 Tony Awards, including Best Musical. The New York Times calls it dazzling, gasp-inspiring. In Moulin Rouge, life is beautiful. Performances begin July 9th at Overture Center. Tickets at overture.org.
This right here is confidence in a bottle.
Not only does it change you on the outside, but something in the inside, knowing that you're looking better.
It makes me feel so much more confident than I've ever felt in my life.
They are some of the hottest videos on social media. Those videos claiming to instantly get rid of bags under your eyes. Well, today we're going to see one for ourselves and let you be the judge. It's called Plexiderm, and lifestyle expert Annette Figueroa is here to tell us why she says this one is for real.
This one is for real, and I'm so excited. We even have a video, and you'll notice the model has bags underneath his eyes and some sagging, and all he uses is a small amount on a clean, dry face, and that's how easy it is.
All right, what's the active ingredient?
Okay, so it's silicates that are minerals found in shale rock, and what it does is it tightens and lifts the appearance of bags underneath your eyes, and as little as 10 minutes, no prescriptions, and very little effort. Even watching the video, this is a real, it's a model, but it's a real guy with real bags underneath his eyes.
My real true opinion is holy Words I can't say on camera. This is absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I could feel it just lifting my skin. It was amazing. It feels good. Feels great. Looks even better.
And I did this to my father. We were at home, so we applied it to his under eye bags, and let me tell you, we were so excited. In under 10 minutes, they visibly disappeared from view, and now it is literally part of both of our daily routines. He calls me every single month saying, "Hey, Annette, I'm out of Plexiderm, please send me more." And not only does it work on the bags, it works on the appearance of crow's feet, fine lines, and wrinkles. The way you want to do it is you want to have a clean, dry face. You use a small amount because it's so powerful. You have high school reunions, you have events you want to go to, you want to look years younger, this is it.
This July 4th is the best time to try Plexiderm at our startup price of only $14.95. Your solution is at plexidermtrial.com or call the number on your screen.
Coming up on the CBS Evening News, some domestic violence survivors in Tennessee can now find out if their abusers are near them with the help of GPS technology. Tonight's Eye on America looks at the first of its kind law that advocates believe will save lives. That's tonight on the CBS Evening News.
Well, maybe you've seen this online from the weekend. If not, a very special guest joined Coldplay on stage during their concert Saturday night. Michael J. Fox, the Back to the Future star, was seated in a wheelchair playing alongside Chris Martin on 2 Coldplay tracks. It's been nearly 40 years since Fox starred as Marty McFly in the first Back to the Future film. After the show, Martin called Fox one of his personal heroes. He is to so many. What an inspiration. That's wonderful. Boy, it's refreshing outside tonight. It feels great. Yeah.
Yesterday and today. Leave the windows open.
Yeah.
We're just going to have to shut the windows tonight because rain is on the way. The next 24 hours, some places, Susan, could pick up upwards of 3 inches of rain, and we just do not need, we can't handle that amount of rainfall. So some localized flooding. It wouldn't be surprised to see a flash flood warning or 2 over the next 24 hours. So something to definitely keep tuning into our live newscasts here as we continue to track this potential for very heavy rainfall across southern Wisconsin. That's why we have alert day conditions in effect for the next 24 hours. And the 4th of July and Friday, we could have a couple more storms, too.
Okay, I'll be asking you a lot about that in
Yes.
the days to come. Thank you, Alex. Have a good evening, everybody. The CBS Evening News is coming up next. We're back at 6.